All right, what's up? What's up? What's up? Oh, goodness gracious. What's up? My name is Shemika Jackson. I am the CEO of CasinoHair.com. I started this business over 13 years ago based off my own personal experiences with hair loss, and I'll be able to help hundreds of people customize hair units that would make them feel their most comfortable self. They look like me, they felt like me, and we would be able to really connect. And I'll be able to help and serve other people who needed just a little bit more comfort with their experience of allergies. It's my anniversary month, right? First, I was going to do this live. I was going to talk about my product and how it relates to, um, you know, things like each other and stuff like that. But I'm going to do that a bit later. I kind of realized I just want to get a little bit personal where it's my anniversary of being in this business. I started this business in 2007. Um, I was in it for about 8 years, 7 years or so, and I had my son. And when I had my son, I had some things going on that I just had to stop my business. I didn't have my systems in place in your business so that your business can run effectively without you being there. And I came to realize how important that was in a business at that time. I didn't know that's what it was called, systems, but I realized I didn't have certain things in place for me to run effectively. So I ended up closing the business. And when I closed it, I cried. Like, literally, I cried. I cried like a baby. And I realized that, it was something that I had started and I wanted to continue to grow, but I didn't, it was just too much. Honestly, I think I was going through depression at that stage, so you see 100%. So with that being said, I ended up closing the business and I just stopped. What happened since then was um, the business, the idea, the passion never went away. And when things are like that, it's just eating at you. It's like no matter what you do, no matter how you feel, no matter what goes in your life, your mind still goes back to that business. Like, and I'm sitting there like, God, like, what am I doing? Why am I keep going there? Like, why is that such a thing for me? I didn't realize was that God was talking to me and saying, that's your purpose. That's what you're here for. Go for it. That's your passion. And in my mind, I'm just like, man. And it would not stop. When I tell you it would not stop, it just would not stop the whole idea of the business industry, of what I was interested in. Just, it wouldn't go away. So I ended up going to this Black Enterprise event in Texas. And I went there, and like a lot of information that they were saying and doing, I was like, oh, I did that. Oh, I know how to do that. Oh, I did that too. Oh, I know how to do that. And I realized I had the gifts and the tools and the knowledge to do it, but I just wouldn't do it because I felt as though I failed. I stopped my business. I had a showroom, I had employees. I failed. I felt like I was a failure. I felt as though if I did it again, I'm gonna fail. Like, I was doing this over here. I was making this much money here. I don't know if I'm capable of doing it. I don't have the people anymore. I don't have the following anymore. I don't have eyes on me. I don't have nobody calling saying, this, and this. Like, they don't know me. I gotta start over like a brand new baby, like a little infant, preemie. What am I gonna do? What I realized that a lot of what I was going through was mindset. Mindset. Everything that I was experiencing, everything that I was putting myself down on was mindset. And that the reality of it is, I had the tools, I had the knowledge, I had the skill to continue because God gives you that. He already gave it to you. It's just a matter of you using it and implementing it and doing what you're supposed to do to follow your purpose. You're here for a reason. And no matter if it's about business, about hair, it's about anything, you're here. We're all here. We're here for a reason. And we got to tap into it and do what we need to do to get to where we got to go, even if we got to do it scared. So my girlfriend introduced me to a person, and she said, you ever talk to Dr. You ever heard of Dr. Miles Monroe? And I said, no. She's like, I said, the name sounds familiar, but I don't know why. And I thought I heard it before, but I wasn't sure. I came to realize later that my pastor in my church talked about him multiple times in service, but I didn't remember specifically his name. But after I started hearing it and reading them on him, then I started knowing who he was. So Dr. Miles Monroe had a book, In Pursuit of Purpose. And it was, I had the audio version first, right? So I'm like, listening. I'm like writing notes all over the place. Like, I'm gonna. I used to write so many notes. I had to know. I'm gonna have to go buy the book. I have to go buy this book. I'm gonna go buy the book. So I ended up buying the book. This book. This is Dr. Miles Monroe. Infancy to Purpose. And what this man has done for me in my life is crazy. He's able to articulate the Bible and explain the Bible in a way that wasn't a way that I would easy. It was very easy for me to understand. Just the way he talks about it, the way he interprets the Bible, and can go through the Bible about anything, anything. Even some of his YouTube videos are about things that are going on right now with the pandemic. It's relatable. It's easy to understand. It was like, if I read the Bible, like, art thou, what? Huh? I can't read it. What did he say? Teach me the Bible at a 7-year-old level. And I'm okay with that. I'm 40 years old. Like, I'm going to have to learn the Bible a little bit older in life. It's okay. And I realized that this man changed my life in a way that he was able to articulate and explain the Bible, that it connected every single time I hear it. Every time I hear him, I'm like, oh. And the more and more I heard it, not only from him, but also going to church, listening to my own bishop, and really leaning in and listening. And the more and more I listened, the more and more I understood things. And I remember saying to myself, God don't talk to me because I don't never hear God. I don't never hear God. He don't never talk to me. Other people are like, oh, we know this is this. God said this. And I remember listening to a sermon from Dr. Miles Monroe. He said, you know, a lot of times talk. We talk to God. We pray to God. But we're not listening to God. And in order for you to listen, you have to sit back, be quiet, and meditate. Silence. And you wait for him to answer you. That was it. So all that time I was like thinking, like I was thinking, I wasn't sure. I don't know if I was thinking like it was gonna be electric. He was gonna zap me like, yeah, this is what God said. I'm like, that was God. So a lot of what he was able to explain and read the Bible read and things like that, it was life changing. And I came to realize that I came to realize understanding what my purpose was. So with that being said, I came to realize certain things. So that's how I ended up back into this business. Not simply because um, I wanted to make money. That wasn't it. I had a job. You know, I do well, decent, you know, with my job. But understanding what you're here for and what your passion is and what you are really interested in, what wakes you up and what brings you joy is different than a job. And no matter what it is, whatever business that you have your work, your job, and then you have your purpose, right? Two different things. You might learn your skill, you might know your job, you might go to school for your job, but what you were here for, what your passion is, and what your purpose is, sometimes is different. And sometimes we don't know what it is, or sometimes we're fighting it, but that in reality, when you're fighting it, it's really God saying to you, no, that's what you're supposed to be here for. Go for it. And we're just like, well, no, I'm too old. No, I've already failed. No, I've already did it, but it didn't work right. And in reality, it's just a matter of time. And I remember starting this business with some of the people who are in the industry now, still, and a few of them, a lot of them that I remember admiring, and not even admiring, like we were all on YouTube together. Might have had different followings and stuff like that, different industries. But one of them I remember she's now in Target. And I'm sitting there like, yeah, she is Target. I'm starting out fresh and new. She looks like she's doing really well. I'm not hating on her, and I'm like, I'm regretting my decision. But the reality of it is, my life and my story is already laid out for me. God has already said this is what your life is going to be. You might have some turns and some directions and some different ways that I don't know what it's going to be. But the reality of it is, He already has it laid out for me. He already has it laid out for you. And that's how I got back into this business. That's how I got back into this industry. That's how I got back into saying, okay, well, you don't know me, but now you can get to know me. Hello. My name is Shemika. This is who I am. This is my business. This is why I came into this business. This is how I help serve other people. This is how this is what we do. So I decided to do this quick video to explain to you that this is my anniversary. I started 13 years ago this month. Um, I turned 40 this month. Um, it's alopecia awareness month. It's all of these things month. And if you haven't already subscribed to my Facebook group, you can subscribe there. But I just also wanted to go on there with this Caffeine Amore Emaciation Haircut. That's my group name. But if you haven't already subscribed to that, please join that because I do a lot of different lives on there as well. But also, I just wanted to let you guys know if you ever supported me, if you've ever purchased from me, if you ever been on my ad asking me to get black owned or something like that, you watching out with me, you gave me a review, you allowed for me to fix anything that ever went wrong. I appreciate you. I appreciate you giving me the opportunity. I appreciate you hearing me on. So I think that sometimes people don't understand how big that is or how important that is when someone cheers you on that's a complete stranger that just knows this person has a good product or this person's heart is pure and I'm going to rock out with her. So I appreciate all those things that you guys have supported with me, and I try to give back any way that I can, and I appreciate you guys for even hearing me, listening, and just writing any sort of words of encouragement or endurance. And it's, I know you probably say, oh, she's speaking emotional. Y'all just don't understand how this business goes, but it's a lot of times negativity can be very loud. It can be very loud, and it can change the mindset sometimes. You gotta readjust yourself so that your mindset is corrected, and it's a lot of work at times. So those people who are just really rocking out with you, allowing me, oh, Shemika, my shipment is late, I didn't get my shipment, or anything like that, but you allowed for me to see what was going on, or you did your part to see what was going on, and we were able to work it out together so that you're able to get your product. If you are someone who's confused about your purpose here in your life, I highly recommend you buy this book. I highly recommend you look and see who he is. If you're a believer in God, you will definitely be able to use some of his knowledge and his word. If you're not confused and you know you believe in God, but you're just like, I don't even know where to start, just start. That's all you can do is just start listening. If you're confused in regards to what you're going to do next, even if it's a career change or anything that I mentioned, I know I'm going off on a tangent right now, but the reality of it is we've all been there, we've all done that, we've all been in something in our life where we were just confused, or we wanted to do something but we were nervous. I'm telling you, from a woman who stopped for 6 years, but I have this in my heart to keep going. Just go ahead and do it. Do it scared, do it upset, do it mad, do it confused, do it hurting, just start. Just start. And you'd be amazed at where your life will go, where your life will change. It just start. And that's all I'm going to say. If there's career changes, you don't like your job, you say, you know what, I don't know if I should go back to school for college. I don't know. I'm 40 years old, and I'm trying to go back to college to get my bachelor's and my associate's degree. And I'm in school with 12-year-olds. That's what they told my 12-year-olds. Should I do this? Yes, let's do it. We don't get this time back. We don't get this time back. Only thing you can do is keep going. And we want to make sure your time counts. Because we ain't promised today. We're not promised tomorrow. We only promise what we will have, right? So make every day that we do something count. So just tell me thank you. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Thank you for celebrating my 13-year anniversary. I promise not to get emotional in the other videos, but because I had to tell you guys my story and I had to tell you my testimonial, I kind of gave you this very, very, very short version. I'm hoping that you guys will use my information to have your own testimony and to share with the world and just be raw and be real with people and see what happens as a result of it. Right? Because we all have a story to tell. So, hopefully you're well. If you haven't already, I have a free shipping for $40 and over on my website. Gift one, ANIV, like anniversary, You get free shipping, and that's up until Friday morning. That is at midnight on Thursday. Free shipping for all orders over 40, 40, and that is to celebrate my 40th birthday. I'm telling y'all my age. Yeah, I'm 40. But I feel good. I look good. Y'all see his hair? Yeah, bro. So, all that good stuff. So hopefully you're doing well. I'm going to check y'all out later. If y'all haven't already followed me on my exclusive Facebook group, make sure you join. And also, that's about it. All right. Until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.